you. This is what we're going to be doing tonight. Isn't he stinking adorable? He is adorable. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Miss Connie. Yes, you stranger, you. I've got a 24-inch evergreen flocked, of course. It's a two-tiered, meaning it's got 2 layers, and all. I went ahead and fluffed it, and because I like to sort of straighten my branches out, and I'm picky, you know, and I didn't want to make y'all watch me. So, and then I went ahead and tied this little cute double on. I tied him at 2 points on his head with 22 gauge wires and 1 on each foot. He fit perfect, guys. He fit perfect on this. Isn't he adorable? Hi, Bonita. Yes, let's party, guys. Hi, Brenda. Hi. Oh, yay. Early Christmas. So what I've done here, hi, Treva. So what I've done here is I got some red snowball mesh, guys, and I just cut it in 15-inch pieces. That, you know, I just went through and cut a bunch of pieces in 15-inch pieces of this red with white snowball mesh. I thought it would look stinking, thank you, stinking adorable with Frosty here. And I'm just going to roll it. Let me move him over. He's still in the show here. And I'm just rolling it a couple of times and just squishing it up the center. And I'm not really even paying much attention to where I'm putting it down in at. I'm just going to go around it and put some down in, okay? And just using the ties here. I may have to bring this arm up. Maybe he needs to be waving. Here, let's just put you like that for right now. High five, guys, he says. High five. Oh, thanks. Thanks. If y'all don't mind spreading a lot of love out there tonight, let's get a lot of people in on that red's livening this up, giving it some life. I'm just so excited. Without y'all's help, you know, I couldn't have done this. My snowman actually came from Walmart. I was just walking by an aisle and he was there, and I heard this little voice in my head, and he says, please take me home. So I brought him home. So he came from Walmart. Isn't he a cutie? This wreath is a 24-inch flocked wreath. And guys, my 24-inch flocked wreaths all come from Walmart. They're about, unless you're just wanting one that's, you know, if I'm doing a really big one or something, I will buy from somewhere else. I don't even know if they've got bigger ones besides a 24-inch. But a 24-inch one is a nice size. And the flocking's not bad on it either. Oh, that red mesh is just making that little Frosty there pop, guys. Let me show you just a second. Let me get this one in. I poke it way down in there and twist it so that ties can come back up. I use 22 gauge wire. I think I left it out here. Yeah. I get it from Amazon. And this is what I put my attachments on with. And it's a really a thicker wire than what I would use. I use this in bows a lot too. And I actually ran it in through one side of his little noggin and twisted it, and then the other side, and I tied them, Florida, awesome, to the frame, the metal frame that's on the back of it, right here. If you look real close, he's tied right there, down here, and down here with wire. So yeah. So that's how I do most anything that's heavy or a centerpiece. So when he sets up, thank you. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Dawn. Thank you. Paloma? Oma? I hope I didn't butcher your name. If I did, I'm sorry. It's very unique. I'm going to keep going. Let's put some of this prettiness around his little noggin. Yeah, I pushed the wire. What he's got, it's like, he's like soft, like a fur baby or whatever. So I took a big old chunk of this fur all the way down and went through it and twisted it, the wire, and put a little bit of glue on it. And then I let it dry, and then I attached it to my, because he's not hard. Now his face is hard, but I attached it to the stuff covering his face. I actually attached it to his cap, and he's on there really snug. Yeah. Thank you, guys. You'll have to look. Keep an eye out for them. I'm going to put us another one right up here by his little noggin on this side. And I don't want to cover up, so I'm going to move that over. I don't want to cover up his little toboggan. Does everybody call these little hats toboggans? I've heard them called so many different things. And then I'm going to put one piece right back here. But I don't want to cover up that toboggan. But I want him to sort of be snuggled in there. So I got one piece left. I probably used about 16, 15-inch pieces. Oh, you do? Good. Good, good. So I'm going to repeat again. My name is Carol, and this is Desert Wreath Creations, and I want to thank y'all all for jumping on. Hi, Sandy. Doesn't matter whether you're first time or not. And if you like what you see tonight, hey, follow me. Jump on my lives. I have a free bow tutorial group. I'm on YouTube and all. Enough of me. Let's get back to the pretty stuff. This is adorable, adorable snowman, and that's all I've done to it is just put some little funky curls around him. And he's got like a little bed. You're welcome. I cut it to 15 inches. So I'm just sort of going to scoot him to the side, and we're going to make some bows. What's a snowman without dressing him up some? Her. This could be a her. Hey. So, let's make some bows. Haven't decided how we're going to do some more ribbon. We're going to put some more ribbon in it. We're going to put maybe some more greenery in it. I've got some more embellishments, some big snowflakes and balls and sweater balls and all kinds of stuff. Thank you, thank you. So anyway, we're going to make a snowman, a boat. I get my ribbon from all over the place. Thank you. I get my ribbon all over the place. Sims Pottery, Craft Outlet. I get it from Trendy Tree, Fifth Street Studio. So, this is some ribbon that came from Sims Pottery. And I'm just going to go out here to about the 5-inch mark, okay? This is not going to be a huge, huge bow. 5. What I say when I'm teaching to make a bow is if you always keep your ribbons fluffed, that you have less fluffing to do in the end, okay? So now I'm just going to push this one down in it, and I'm going to go the opposite, but I'm going to take my tail to the opposite this side. Yes, ma'am, I do sell bow makers. I have an Etsy shop, and I think it's that, here, let me pin it. I just pinned it at the bottom of my page. So there's the link to my Etsy shop. Thank you, Ashley, for putting that in there. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to bring in, I've got this little snowman ribbon here. Isn't this adorable, guys? It's got the little plaid scarf and everything, just like the other one. I'm loving it. And I'm going to come out here to about 8 inches. And I'm going to twist this little deal. You're welcome. And I'm going to move Frosty up here, the snowman. And you know, and I'm loving these. I made another snowman. It was a mesh wreath. But I used, no it wasn't. It was actually a Flocked Evergreen, but it didn't have mesh on it. And I'm going to do this one at 5. I'm just going to twist it. This time I'm going to bring it up. Hi, Shar. You're welcome. And this time, right here to the 5 again. We're going to push that down in there. Whoops. Then we're going to bring this ribbon forward. But keep those loops fluffed, guys. Less fluffing on the end. Thank you. I'll tell you a little secret. This snowman ribbon came from Walmart, and I love it. The wire is good in it. It could be a little thicker. That's the only thing that I would say. It could be a little thicker, but the wire is definitely really good in it. So I was surprised. So I bought 1 row because you never know, right? And which you can feel it and everything underneath the package. So we've done that. So now we're going to come in with some gray plaid. And I bought this in a 50-yard roll, guys. We're going to come on top of this with some 50-yard plaid. I'm going to bring this one down. And I always twist it. We're going to come down to about the 4.5. And over here to about the 4.5. And I'm going to push it down in there. Okay. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut it right there. Then we're going to bring in on top of this, we're going to bring in some red snowflake. Isn't that adorable, red snowflake, guys? Love it, love it. Hi, Nelda. The first 2 ribbons I put down, the black and red and white, is a 2.5 inch. The snowman is a 2.5 inch. This gray plaid is a 1.5 inch. And this snow flake one is a 1.5 inch. Oh, thank you. No, practice, practice. I have Desert Wreath Bow Tutorials group. If y'all are interested, it's a free group. It's pinned at the top of my business page. And you're more than welcome. Okay, right here I'm just going to bring it down to about the 4. This was about a 4.5. This one's going to be about a 4. And I'm going to twist this one. Okay, bring it across from it. I tell you, the key, the best thing I ever learned about bow making was to keep your little ribbons fluff and just smash it down in your bow maker here, and don't smash your ribbons. And see, everything is the way it should be in this little bow. And you can see every loop, every color underneath it still, okay? It's right where it should be. And once we get a pipe cleaner or a zip tie, whatever you like to use, it'll still be that way. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let's use, I'm a pipe cleaner queen. I like pipe cleaners. And I'm going to go ahead, because I did this the other night and I like to have 2 pipe cleaners. I like to put 2 pipe cleaners together. What I do to pick my ribbons is that, number one, there was a good friend of mine taught me about what's called a color wheel. I had crafted for years without a color wheel. And, but what I do, I pick my sign, but basically I went off of Frosty here. Frosty has gray in his hat. He's got red, he's got white, he's got black. You know, and I just went with those colors. It doesn't matter your patterns as much as it's just coordinating your colors. So now I'm going to take my 2 fingers, go right up under this bow here, and I'm just going to, well, right now I'm just going to pull it up a little bit so I can get my 2 fingers under there. And why is because this bow maker, see that peg? My fingers are going to go in it. They're going to come out on this side, and now my fingers are on each side of that peg. Then I'm going to take my thumb. I'm just going to press it down, and then I'm going to pull that bow off. I'm not pushing down on it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just barely holding it, basically. Just holding it in place. And I get that pipe cleaner on there, give it a little pull to hold it in place, and then I press my thumb down, and I take these, and I pull, start a twist, and then I go around and twist my bow. But the deal on this is you keep twisting that pipe cleaner, and that pipe cleaner is going to break. You don't need to twist it 88 times or whatever. And what that does is it tightens that pipe cleaner down in the center of your bow. And see, my ribbons are all in the same place. All I'm doing is maybe minimal fluffing. Putting my fingers in these loops. I'm not moving my loops around. You can if you decided you wanted to. But there's your cute little bow. We didn't want a real big bow. We just wanted a cute little bow. That's very true. Thank you. Love the bow group. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the first bow we've made. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to go down, and I would like to catch a little bit of this mesh. What that mesh is going to help do, and then it's going to help this bow from sinking down in this abyss of greenery and all. When I get it to where I like it, I've got both of these. I just ran the other one around the other side. I just sort of like to wiggle it and make sure my loops aren't folded under. But we're going to put that cute little thing and snuggle it right up there by him before I tie it off. I'm not tying it super tight to where it's going to right down into that frame. Then I just come back at it and I pull on it and tug on it or do whatever. Then I cut my tails. Some people like to do theirs as they're making the bow. This is one thing I don't, because I really don't know if I want to leave one longer or if I want to leave one shorter. Okay? And I make my ribbons when I cut them all different sizes because I want to be able to see the other ribbons underneath them. I'm going to come over here. I appreciate you guys so much. For supporting my page. You guys are great. You're awesome. If you like what you see in here, usually I'm on a little bit more detailed schedule. Okay, first bow. Making him look adorable. Okay, let's make another one. Okay, so there's our second little bow. But sure, you could come back and you could put some tails on it. You could just put one bow and then put other things in it. It does not, you know, you're the designer, you're the creator. This is just what I've chosen to do tonight. So now I'm going to come right down here, and I still want to catch this mesh. So I'm just going right to the inside, poking it through. Let me try one-handed here. And come on through it. Okay. Then I take this other one and I just sort of weave it around my frame. But I want to move this one up some because I don't want it like it's fallen off the wreath. Like when you hang it up, the bow starts flopping to downward. So I think I'm going to take it in even one more. There, and I'm going to tug that. I'm going to tie it to the frame. I just wanted this one to have lots of ribbon tonight. I don't know why. It's just sort of, lots of times I'll get everything out and do the live, and then I'll just make decisions as I go. It's just like, you know, I've been known to stop in the middle of a live and say, no, we ain't using that ribbon. It looks horrid. Sometimes you don't know. So I'm just going to trim this ribbon up again. Like I said, I cut them all different lengths. And sometimes I just go ahead and put this like little 2-loop bows or stuff like that. But no, I've got lots of friends and clients that would rather have nothing but greenery and other stuff. They don't want a lot of ribbon and mesh and stuff on their wreaths. So you're all different people. Okay, guys. So that's what we've got so far, and now we're going to move on. We just put 2 little bows on him. One right there, one right there. Okay? So let's start dolling him up a little bit. I want to put some embellishments on him, but then I want to come back in, and I've got just some more greenery and some berries I want to put in him, and I'll show you how I do that. And I've got these, excuse me, adorable little sweater balls. Aren't they cute as they can be? And I thought that would match his little toboggan. So what I do with these is, let me get my glue gun. Evergreen takes glue like nobody's business. It sticks really well. You've just sort of got to work with it just a little bit, okay? And also this mesh does, because it's snowball mesh and it's got cotton in it, so it will stick to it well. So I'm just going to put some glue right here on the side of this ball. You can wire these in. I wire a lot. You know what? I'm going to put this right over here. I want to make sure his scarf is over here, and I wanted some way to sort of hold his hand up. So what better way than to prop that little ball right there by his little hand to keep it held up. Okay. I've also got some of this black and white, and it's got little pom-poms on it. Isn't that stinking adorable? I thought that would match his scarf. So this has got like some little berries and stuff on it. I'm going to leave them on it. So I'm going to go from the hind end of it, and I'm just going to come out here, and when you get it on that greenery, just twist it around. And I like to make sure, I like to make sure you move it some, because it'll help absorb that glue a lot. Okay. Then I've got some of these these are like popcorn sweater balls, and we're going to give him some of those tonight. And I'm going to come way down here to the outside and put that in. I'm going to put one more right down here at his feet, but it's going to be just, this is just a touch of glitter. He's only getting 2 things that's got glitter on it. I couldn't make something without glitter, guys. I had to have a little bit of glitter. I mean, come on. Don't deprive me. And these are all different size balls too. All different sizes. And I don't like them. I like some to stand out more and some to be pushed in those. And I go right up here, because I feel like that's left out up there. And I put it right here. I'm going to twist it. And it's sort of like a peekaboo. I always do something that's peekaboo, that you might see it and you might not. Okay. And let's put one more of these little cute things in it. I think these are adorable. Stinking adorable. And I don't want that to be right in his face. Now let's come in with some of these snowflakes. Let's see where I want to put them. Because you have to think about, he's getting y'all's view, a frontal view from up there where y'all are at. So I want to make sure that they're not sticking straight out and you really can't tell what they are. Let's see. Let me look up there with you guys. Yeah, that's a good place. So I got him pried in between two of those wires. So now I'm going to lean that backwards. And just hold it there for a minute. Or a second or two. Hot glue doll. Yeah. He really doesn't need much. I mean, the mesh is what took him to the second level. Make sure. Yeah. That don't pop back up. Because I think if you put too much in him, and I think this is all the ribbon I'm going to put in him. Just the two bows. I mean, it's plenty. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Okay, so we've got that one in. Let's find us another one. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do and turn that under that. That's gonna help hold too. The ribbons is going to come over it. And I'm gonna put some glue right here and press it to the back. So if anything you've got that you can use these evergreen ties on, use them on it to tie it in. That's a really good thing. Thank you. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. And, okay. I think he only needed the two. So now I've got some berries, and what I want to do with these tonight is this evergreen is looking really nice. I just want to take my nippers, and these are frosted, and these are my favorite. I use these every year. I buy a case or two every year of them. This is one of my favorite picks. And then I cut it up into pieces. And that's how I use it, and I use it whole in some places. First off, I'm just going to bend my wire and sort of pull these around to give them a little bit of shape. I'm so used to having my hot glue pot there. Put that back over there. And I'm just going to come up here to one side of this bow, right here on the top. Pull the ribbons to the side. And give our bow a little flocking too. Okay? And I just sort of move it around. And that sort of just brought that bow up just a little bit of a notch. Okay? So now we're going to move this part of this one around. Well, I moved that one until I pulled it off. It's okay. Let's get our warmed up glue gun. And a glue stick. And come right up here at the top. And do the same thing. Then we're going to come right over here with this piece, straighten out my little bow. I'm going to come in at an angle. Give it a little greenery there. Take this piece that broke off. And down here at the bottom. And now we've decorated that bow up really nice. Let's plug that thing back in. Cut us up another piece. Put it a few places and we're going to be done, guys. I think we've done enough damage to this little fellow. Wee doggy. You can be as generous or just do minute little touches with the berries. I don't think this one needs a whole lot. I think the more you keep putting in it, the more they're going to disappear. Just enough to give it a little spark here and there. I'm going to take this other little piece we have left. And let's do some kindness to the outside of this bow. Get down here. And we have enough flocking on my desk to make us a snowball, guys. Let's turn him around. Do y'all think he needs anything else? I think he needs something right up there above his head. I think that he's naked right here. So, to remedy that, let's take some more of this flocking right here stuff. Thank you. I just think his little hat's up there and it's just lonely. I just think it needs some greenery coming out and around his little head. I want one tiny piece of just the, let's do that one. And this is going to give it the rounded appearance. I nearly made this snowman oblong. Now when we look at him, see how this is no longer bare up here? See how we filled that in?